0.
So I started at 0, 0, and then I'm going to 1, 6. So how far right do I have to move? Starting here, and I'm trying to get up here.
10.
No, I moved 1 unit to the right, 1 unit. So on my paper, I'm going to say that I moved right 1 unit. And then how far up did I have to go, Amar? If I start at 0, 0 and I go up to here, how far up did I move? How many units?
6.
Yes, very good. So I'm going up 6 units. Okay. So now I have this last one, the 3 times x plus 7 squared plus 2. Marquez, are you here?
Yeah.
Marquez?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, perfect. What's my vertex going to be for this function? So it's the black one on Desmos.
Can I type it in real quick?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so do you have the vertex? The minimum point on that function? Marquez, are you still there?
-7.2.
Yeah, perfect. -7, 2. Excellent. So how far did I have to go left to get from the red to the black?
-7.
Yeah, I went left 7 units. And how far up?
2.
Perfect. Up 2 units. Brilliant. Good job, Marquez. Okay, so I want you guys to notice that inside of these functions, you should have numbers that match your vertices. Okay, every single time we do one of these, our vertex is going to be located somewhere inside the equation. So it's great to graph it. You always will have the option to graph it. Sorry, somebody is
Straight kids.
so you always have the option to graph it, but it is also located directly inside of your function. Okay, so let's write out this conclusion. So it says in the equation x plus h squared plus k, the vertex is always going to be -h, k. Okay, we flip the sign of h. So inside the equation, it's positive. We always make it the opposite sign. And then k is going to be your y value every time. Let me admit Pyro. Okay. Okay, so -h, k. And it says the graph shifts left if h is positive and right if h is negative. Okay, so write these down. This is really important. Okay, and it shifts up if k is positive and down if k is negative. And then it says when you are writing the vertex, remember to switch the sign of the value of h. So you always want to switch it to be the negative. So switch it or flip the sign. Okay. What questions do you guys have so far? Okay, any questions at all? Do you guys need a minute to copy that down? Do you need the screen bigger? Is there anything you need?
Can you make the screen bigger?
Yeah, does that help?
Yeah. And how we
You cut out for a second. You said, how do we? I'm not sure who was talking. I think it might have been Marquez.
this
Maybe.
is Jarrell. This is Jarrell.
Okay, awesome. I just didn't see your little name pop up.
Do we-
So Terrell, what'd you say?
Do we supposed to copy all this down in like a composition notebook or something?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can either print it out. I have this document linked on Canvas, or you can, if you don't have a printer, just write it down. You guys need to have all this information in a notebook. Okay, so we did some examples up here. We graphed some things out. You can write down on notebook paper and do. And then this part right here is super important, okay? This is all also supposed to be done last night. This was your classwork for yesterday.
Right here, sure.
Okay, now this variable A is a constant that stretches or compresses the function. Okay, so this one basically makes it fat or skinny when you're looking at the value in front of the parenthesis. Okay, H is going to shift the function left or right. And then K shifts the function up or down. Okay, so make sure you have all of this written down in a notebook or printed out and then copied onto this sheet. Okay, do you guys need a minute to copy this down?
Yeah.
Okay, take a few more minutes to copy it down, and then we need to quickly move on. I have a feeling we're going to have to continue this on to another day. Okay, and I will also post the completed version of this packet so that you guys can copy it down later. So don't worry too much if you're missing a few things. You can also snap a picture of the screen real quick if you want to get it down now. All right, I'm going to flip it over. Okay, and we're moving on to a new property of quadratic functions. So first it says to graph the function y equals x. We know what the function y equals x looks like from the previous problem. So we can plot a few of those points. Okay. All right, so there's our x squared graph. And then step 3 says using a different color, graph y equals negative x squared. So instead of showing you on Desmos, it seems like it's easier for you guys to see on my paper maybe. So I will quickly graph it on this. Okay, so if you graph negative x squared, you should get this parabola right here. Okay, now this graph, it's asking if it opens up or down. So Ruby, are you here?
Yeah.
So Ruby, can you tell me if the orange graph opens up or down?
Opens down.
Yeah, good. It opens down. So we're going to fill that in right here. Okay, and then I'm going to do this next one. So this next one, it's multiplied by -3 out front. Okay, so when I put in 1, I'm going to get -3 instead of my normal 1. Okay, and that's going to happen like this to make a much skinnier parabola. Okay, so, but what direction does this graph open? Does it open up or down? Regina. Regina?
Yes.
So does the pink graph open up or down?
You said the pink graph what?
Yeah, does this pink parabola open up or down?
Open down, I guess.
Yeah, very good. So we're going to write down in right here. Okay, and it says to try a few more. When you do 2x squared, it's going to open, it's going to be skinny, but it's going to open up. Okay, when you graph it, and you can graph all these in Desmos and check my work after we're done. And then this one is the same as the purple one, but a reflection of it. Oops. So this one is a little bit fatter than the pink one. It's like between the pink and the orange. All right, but it, we have the purple one is going to open up. The pink, or the, I'm sorry, the green one is going to open down. So if the graph opens blank, or the graph opens blank if A is positive. So A is my number in front of the X. So when A was positive, what direction did it open, Jamarian? Navre, are you here?
Yes.
So Navre, when my A value, the number in front of my X squared was positive, did it open up or down?
Up.
Very good. So up is going to go right here. So the graph opens up if A is positive. And then Tyrell, can you tell me which direction the graph opens if A is negative? So like the green, pink, or orange graphs. Tyrell, you can also message me an answer if your mic still isn't working. Tyrell. Okay. The Iban, are you there? Iban.
Yes.
So is if A is negative, is the graph going to open up or down?
Down.
Very good, thank you. Okay, so this is what you were supposed to have completed for last night's or yesterday's classwork / last night's homework if you didn't finish during class. We have about 10 more minutes. I would like to get through as much of this as we can. So I'm going to go ahead and explain your activities for the rest of class, and then I'll come back through and we will work through this next box. So I'm going to flip to our Canvas page so that you guys can see what you're going to be doing for today.